So growing up around a lot of professors and my mom being a professor, my mom has like written multiple books, which is crazy.
Oh, no way.
But like not something that I would really appreciate as being crazy until like a really long time. Because just like all of the adults I knew growing up, like wrote books. It's just like really common.
So you're like around that a lot.
So I wanted to be a writer growing up because because that's like what was modeled for me. I was just like, oh, that's like a normal thing to aspire to. Even obviously, like I wanted to do music. I wanted to, act or whatever as like a little kid. But I was like, oh, everybody wants to do that. That's like everybody's pipe dream, and it's just a pipe dream. It's not achievable. Whereas, like, because I'm around professors, I'm like, oh, writing, that's like a normal, achievable thing to do, which is so funny. So I really got into music. Like, I loved doing music as a kid. Like, I played guitar. When I was 10, I have an older sister, and somebody gifted us, they gave her a little guitar, and they gave me juggling balls. I don't know why. It was like a set or something. And I convinced her to switch with me.
Nice.
Score.
Did you ever learn to juggle or no?
I never learned to juggle. No, honestly, underrated skill set. Underrated skill set. Every time, juggling's kind of hot. I'm not going to lie. You don't think it is until you see it and you're like, damn. Whoo! I'm going to stop.
Good to know. Any jugglers out there?
Any jugglers out there, hit me up. So I started playing guitar when I was like a little kid because I got that. Yeah, because I got my sister's guitar. It was like a little baby guitar. And I just did that for fun. I just knew a few chords and would just like play songs to myself, very like, indie girl vibes.
Right.
Like in Ingrid Michaelson type shit. But I was also like always around hip hop though as a kid though. Because I feel like even like on pop radio there was so much rap in like the 2000s. Like that's like Young Money. Like I feel like everybody just knew all the words to like every like Lil Wayne and like Nicki Minaj song, and that was definitely like part of that. Even though my parents didn't listen to rap, I started doing slam poetry in high school. Yeah, sometimes you're insufferable and you need a hobby. So so I started doing slam poetry in high school and then kept doing that in college. And that was slam poetry was actually like my entry point to music.
Right. Okay.
I would just write poems whenever like for fun all alone, and then I started doing that essentially that same process but like over type beats on YouTube. And was doing that for a second until I got into a studio for the first time in 2021. But like I brought in those type beats. It was just like escalating that whole process. That was a long answer, but yeah.
That was a good answer. Yeah, I feel like you covered a lot.
Good, I did.